Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And this time we're sort of celebrating Lewis Hamilton's 5th World Championship, but also having a bit of fun with what happened at Mexico. Obviously, it's no surprise to anyone that the tires were a bit tricky for the drivers around Mexico. The hype was just being absolutely useless, and drivers complaining left, right, and center. And obviously Hamilton himself having his fair bit of tire trouble. So therefore, I thought I would do a drive to the tires explode with Hamilton to celebrate his championship. And we're just gonna start from the back on 110 AI and see what happens. Obviously, I don't know how long it's gonna go, but I'm on a pad, so obviously it's gonna be quicker than if I were on a wheel. But let's just hope that we can get as far as possible and see if the tires do explode and when they do. As we now go down in towards turn 1, obviously trying to be a little bit cautious as I am not out to break my car but just destroy the tires. Just had a little bit of a nudge with our teammate in Stroll, not teammate Stroll, that's me, that's just been completely ridiculous. With Stroll, we're teammate with Bottas, get it together as we're now just following around when dawn and diving up the inside. Obviously it's difficult with the first lap as I just get a little bit of a warning. As you can see, it seems like all the all the AI drivers are sort of just going in a straight line, no one deviating from the racing line, which is weird. Maybe some sort of glitch, you know. It is Codemasters who made the game, so I wouldn't be surprised. As we're just following through this tricky section. As we just, what a nice move, even though it was on Stroll going inside. Then I went wide there. We sort of made it a little bit worse, but we go up the inside of Ericsson in the stadium section. I just have a little bit of a slide, something which you're probably going to see a bit in this video. Obviously, as the tires get worse, and because I'm on a pad, the rears really get hurt compared to the front, so the balance is going to be completely fucked. And then I was an idiot and probably put an 8 balanced instead of 7, so it's going to be a very difficult video to do. As we now got Ericsson trying to go back up the inside. I mean, I'm in a Mercedes. Ericsson, pipe down, please. I should be, just leaving you for dead right now. But actually, we're not. And I think it's because of the straights, maybe, that they're sort of able to catch up. As you now close in on Shrutkin, who's in 16th place. We're going to try and dive it up the inside. A bit of a scramble there, but we're gonna make it through. It's on full damage though, so luckily I didn't get any damage there, as obviously it needs to be. I didn't put it on simulation because obviously I don't think it actually makes a difference compared to the tire. The tires of Gasly just deciding he doesn't want to be here anymore. As we now got Shrutkin again trying to sort of look at him trying to have a move, but no, he does go for a move, which is, I'm like, I know it's on 110 AI, but usually I can sort of compete at the front. Obviously, it's been a break week in AOR, so I haven't touched the game for like 2 weeks, so I am not at my best. As we now caught Leclerc, and we go up the inside here in this second section, just bully with him a little bit, and it seems like we've made it out ahead. It's a bit of a scruffy move, but we've gotten it done. And the tires are still in an okay condition, so we should be able to, still move up the field. And I say that a little bit too soon, as I sort of get hit with that ballast being at 8 as Leclerc just gets back at me, which is a bit annoying. And now we've got Ericsson behind us, Leclerc in front of us. We're just going to stream past him very easily. But still, I am sort of, as you can see, there was a little bit of a slide there, not too much, as Leclerc goes back our inside. He's actually putting out some decent racecraft. So perhaps the Codemasters there, it does seem that sometimes they are willing to battle you a little bit, even though they maybe are a little bit too harsh. As I've gone deep into the stadium section, and Leclerc is again gonna get back at me. I don't know how I feel about having a battle with a Sauber when I'm in a Mercedes, but obviously it's just how it is right now. As the tires, I don't actually know how long they're gonna last, or maybe but lap 12 maybe, so I'm halfway. As we're now just gonna go down the outside of Leclerc, and we should have him covered this time. I don't want to lose too much ground, because obviously I still want to make up some places, even though I know my tires are going to go at some point. As we now try and pull a switchback on him, and it's nearly worked. Maybe with the DRS it is going to, as we go around his outside. I can't really judge with the colors whether he's on the ultra softs or not. No, I think he is on the ultra softs. Maybe I'm just a little bit colorblind, and maybe that is why he is sort of keeping up with me. because he's on the not the better tires, but at least at this point they sort of start leaning more towards the ultras, because obviously my tires are closing in on that Pirelli cliff, as we're going to see at some point. And now we've got Stroll, after I lost a bit of ground to the Clerk, actually going up our inside, and he's on the hypers, so I don't really understand why I'm not pulling away from him. Maybe it's simply the fact that 8 ballast is hurting me a little bit as I pull another switch back on him. So when we're battling, it's going well, but I think it's in the middle section I'm not really able to push fully because of 8 ballast, as I'm afraid to lose the car. And obviously with the imbalance, a Stroll again goes up the inside. He's been very, very aggressive, which is sort of a trait for the AI in this game. It's just they give 0 fucks whatsoever. As we now on to lap 8, and the tires are again starting to hurt, as Sirotkin now is putting on pressure and actually sort of going past me. And there's another car, it's Van Dorn, who's going up our inside. We're going to be 3 wide into turn 1. If they actually both, no, there's a second Williams in there as well. It's all kicking off here with Stroll, Sirotkin and Van Dorn. So there's a bit of a tricky battle so far, but we've lost out to at least one of the Williamses. As now you can see, we're on lap 9, roughly 60% on the rears, but the fronts aren't hurt that bad, so the balance is really, really tough. And so Sirotkin goes past us as well. It's so weird being so slow. I don't really understand what's going on, because I obviously did a qualifying where I just brake before the line, and I was on for pole, so I don't know where all my pace has gone. As you can see, I've just got a terrible exit out of the middle sector, and Ericsson's gone past us as well. And I would just bully him into, I think it's turn 16 or whatever, and it was just go into the stadium section. That's a bit of a rough move. As you can see, I just slide all over the place. The back of the car has completely done. I'm not surprised if maybe we could lose the tires on this lap. As you can see, the pit crew are telling me to pit, but obviously I'm going to continue still, but the tires are really, really hurting me right now. As I think Ericsson might get an opportunity to pull on a move. No, he went into the pits. Maybe Hartley's gonna do it. Yes, he is indeed. Oh, as you can see, after I was spun. I think the tires are nearly gone as we. And what is the Sauber doing there? Did I hit Ericsson or what? What just? No, he came out the pits or what, and then hit me. I don't really understand what went on there. But as you can see, my tires, they're up on 75%. I can barely get any traction right now. But still, I think I should be able to go over 80%. So I don't really know why it's that bad. As we're now. Oh, and I've lost it. I think that's one of the tires gone. If you look on the MFD, the tires just went wet. I think it's one of the rear tires gone, and I can certainly feel it. It's impossible to get onto the power, so I've accomplished what I set out to do. I drove to the tires exploded, lap 11. I can't actually remember how far someone took the hyper soft spot. I'm guessing it's somewhere around 11 laps as well, because I think the front runners pitted for ultras on like lap 15 at the start of the race. So I mean, the hypers are not gonna last. As you can see, yeah, I've nearly blown up. I think I've blown up the back left, and now I'm gonna try and see if I can get all of my tires to explode. Obviously it's gonna be difficult to get the fronts, but at least the rears with a bit of a donut, it should be able to brake with some traction here. Come on, go away. I'm trying to do just burnouts here, but it's not really working that well. Come on, 94. I know you want to do it. I know you want to snap. It's nearly there. 100, and I think it's broken. So we've broken both rear wheels, and now we're gonna get lapped. It was nearly took Vettel out there, but I don't think it's gonna be impossible to drag out the front. We just do complete spins. This is just donuts, celebrating the championship for Lewis Hamilton. I think I'm just gonna leave it there with me doing some donuts. I know it was a bit of a different type of video. I've been gone from YouTube for a while, so I just thought I wanted to put something out before I return with AWA again next week. So if you enjoyed and want to see different type of videos on my channel, leave a like, subscribe and anything, and I'll see you next time.